Kabor District, Jonka East, Khasi Hills, kan Pyntreikam Meghalaya Maintenance of Public Order MMPO Act, ban phah siew iabaroh ke jingjulor haka Khasi Students Union KSU haka jingyat bike rally kabalwan ra ka jingklumar haka kakandai trik nailar. U Deputy Commissioner ka East Khasi Hills u Abhilash Paranwal haka arpau trik nailar. Ula ong ki jingkino ki bayade ber ka jingpendan kam stun grenade batia gas te ki polen haka jinglet kan ra shaka office ka KSU hajaya ban kem ye ki katu kaningot ki badan ti ha ki jingja kam thombor ki bami na ka rally thuk thuk jo ka KSU kala ji hadien be ki pulit ka sha kawang petrol bomb ha ki dikhot jo ka seng ula ong pakate ka jingpen phai jong ki pulit daw stun grenade batia gas kalong tang ban pen her kral kinong thombor ki bayalum lang bad ba ka ni ka jingkhanra ka long ben thik tang hak office jong ka KSU ula ong ba ki pulit kila ujor tak e jahar hak bayate ber ka ni ka jingsha kawang petrol bomb Henry hadien ba kinong alam shnong kila mi surang ban kin tui ki pulit ba kin mi no na ka ni ka jaka kum taru klem dapen slam ki pulit kila mi no na ka ni ka jaka ula ong habakren shakilat taikubor udc ulaong bakate ka rally kalapan khenyi kindon jong ka jing ai jingben bat lapan banaya ka kum ka jingalum pai ba ka babe an ha ka bala mudui ru ta ka e jahar kiladon haduk kan riu tli ki jingja sha thombor ki jing penjulor ki kali ki riu shimen ka jing sha thang artli ki kali kin thop ya kali sarkar bat ka jing penjulor ya udurmat netaji subhas chandra bose Pat Swami Vivekananda ong ubaranwal. Ula ong baya ki beriu ki balangat hagi jimin saw la aji sumara po civil hospital, but on penmi ki helpline na bentai ki nungwan jungwa kai ki basakun. Ka jinga trilang bat ka asam ru kadangya hadin balayo kubor bai ki kali na Meghalaya kila syakban hajan joraban. Ula ong ru baya ka jing ajing bit ban penong jinga ki la syai kasngi ar puway trik nailar la pendam no na mar ka jing pen ken ya ka jing kular ban penlong ya ka rally ka bajai jai.
The rally started from Jayao at around 4 p.m. It ended at Jayao at around 4 p.m. Went around the town and in a series of locations, several incidents of vandalism, arson and assault of innocent bystanders were reported and simultaneously, as was reported, there was desecration of statue of national icons like Swami Vivekananda and freedom fighter Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So that's the basically factual account of yesterday what has happened. The district administration strongly condemns what has happened yesterday because an incident like this, a series of assaults which can vitiate the peaceful atmosphere of the city, has no place in a civilized and peaceful society. Incidents like these have a very negative bearing on all the efforts being made by the government of Meghalaya in promoting Meghalaya as not only a national but international tourist destination which is intricately linked to the livelihood promotion of the people. And not just that, one must understand that an incident like this, I'm not saying that it will have, God forbid it should not have, but may have a repercussion on our people who are living outside Meghalaya. We are already seeing that near Jorabad, basically Meghalaya vehicles are being stopped. One or two vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, have been vandalized. So district administration and the government of Meghalaya is taking it up strongly with the counterpart administration and government. But however, the problem is that these repercussions will further deter the youths of Meghalaya in pursuing employment opportunities outside the state. For example, around 20,000 job opportunities have been recently notified by MSSDS across different parts of the state. We are anyway finding it difficult to mobilize the youth for that, for availing these opportunities. Any possible repercussion in any part of the country will further vitiate that trust. So that's why we strongly condemn the incident, and finally at the night the police had apprehended 3 leaders of the organization and they had also gone to the office of the organization at Jaya, where after the intervention of the community, they came back. Private vehicles have been damaged. 16 confirmed reports of assault of individuals have taken place. 2 statues of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Swami Vivekanand have been vandalized, and simultaneously 2 vehicles, one is a government vehicle and one is a private vehicle bearing registration from outside, they have been torched and arsoned. After the arrest of the 3 leaders, police wanted to arrest those who were directly also involved, who could be verified to be involved in the assault as well. So they had gone to the office of KSU in Jaya. When they approached the office, at that time a petrol bomb was hurled on them. And accordingly an FIR has been filed for that petrol bomb as well, for basically an attack on the police forces. Now, when a petrol bomb is hurled on them, the police has to respond. However, the response was absolutely proportionate. There was no indiscriminate use of stun grenades or tear gas. They had to use one stun grenade, and they used tear gas just to be able to at least disperse the crowd which was trying to attack the police forces. However, after that, after the stun grenade, which basically unsettled the community, when the community leaders approached the police quickly kind of withdrew from there to not cause further inconvenience to the people. But I do want to iterate that the response was proportionate. There was no intention from police side to cause any disturbance to anyone who was not part of this protest, and simultaneously the aggression was from their end, wherein a petrol bomb was hurled onto the police forces and police had to respond. We are going to definitely, we are going to invoke that act, and all the damage that has occurred to public and private property, that will, basically under the Meghalaya Maintenance of Public Order Act, we are going to impose financial sanctions.
So they'll have to pay whatever damage?
Yes, as per the Act, basically the one who are the organization as well as the individuals who are responsible for causing damage as part of any procession, rally, etc., they are liable to pay, and we will basically issue orders accordingly. So, see, the rally conditions have been violated. Accordingly, the moment, there is a condition in the permission itself that if these conditions are violated, it becomes an unlawful assembly. The permission stands revoked. So it becomes an unlawful assembly. Accordingly, FIR has been filed. Investigation is under process. As you are aware, that police has apprehended the 3 leaders of the organization, and simultaneously all efforts are underway to try and identify those people who were individually also involved in arson, vandalism and assault. See, any argument has to be examined against the evidence which is there with us. In this case, if you will see, at the start of the rally itself, there were several individuals who were armed with sticks, rods, number plates were covered, they had masks on their faces. Simultaneously, it was not just a couple of incidents which happened along a long route. There were a series of incidents. If you examine these evidences, I don't think that the argument is very consistent with the evidence. I'm not really going to see, it's a matter of investigation. Ultimately, FIR has been filed, whether it was pre-planned, whether it was conspired, whether it was instigated, or whether it was actually some unruly and antisocial elements which tried to hijack their rally. It's something which will be borne out in investigation, and it will be, it's for judiciary to decide. However, as of now, since the incident has happened yesterday only, we have to examine any argument against the evidence which is available with us. And the evidence is there for everyone to see. It's out there in social media, it's there on media channels. It's up to everyone's guess whether the event was pre-planned, or whether they were members of the organization, or they were actually unruly elements which tried to take advantage of the bike rally. So, see, first of all, we are aware of the past incidents. However, the government of Meghalaya believes in democratic expression of right of expression of protest. Now, if some organization does apply lawfully for any permission, in the past, if I would like to brief the media that many a times these protests, etc., have been carried out without seeking any permission. This time they had sought permission. Simultaneously, if there is a legal application which has been submitted for a peaceful protest, which we were led to believe would be peaceful, we wanted to facilitate that under strict conditions. That's why the permission letter, we'll be sharing a copy of the same with you guys, wherein we had put down strict conditions so as to ensure that while we facilitate this democratic right of protest, no inconvenience should be caused to the public. We had apprehensions, and that's why we had put security deployment. Around 200 security people were there on the ground. However, now as we see that the route was quite long, and there were pockets in which they could take advantage of maybe not enough deployment of security forces, and whatever happened. So while issuing permission as well, we did take into account these kind of apprehensions. That's why there were strict conditions. That's why security deployment was there. A permission to organize protests is not a permission to assault, to vandalize, to arson, to hurt children. So that is very clear. Whether our response during the course of rally was sufficient or not is something which we'll examine. It's a very dynamic situation. As you mentioned that it was not really an isolated incident. It kept on occurring throughout the rally. Now, I would like to request to everyone to not see it as that the district administration allowed a violent rally, to go on a rampage. It was a 3-hour rally in which, as we were receiving inputs, we were trying to respond to the same. But as the situation continued to evolve and it was a dynamic situation, there were incidents which could still happen. But then it was not like the police was, we were not really responding. It's just that it was happening so fast that maybe at times our response was not swift enough. From what I understand, all these 16 people have reported to civil hospital,
Yes.
Isn't it, Shah?
Yes, sir.
And they have been given the new medical care. Simultaneously, we have asked our sector magistrate to be in touch with civil hospital in case they require further medical care, let's say something that will require tertiary care. In that case, any possible help that can be given to them will be rendered by the government of Meghalaya. Simultaneously, the government of Meghalaya is also, as I understand, is going to issue helpline numbers for the tourists. The tourism department is going to issue helpline numbers for the tourists who feel stranded, who want to seek certain help. So anyone basically who was assaulted yesterday, we did provide them medical care, and we are committed to ensure that they do get the requisite medical care wherever required.
Adding to that, is there any coordination with Assam so that our vehicles, our people are safe now?
Yes. That coordination is happening at the level of district administration and government to government level. But since this district, I am sitting here as Deputy Commissioner of Police Service, we do not share a boundary with Assam. That coordination thing is primarily being done by the district administration of Ribhoi, but I have on good record that it is happening, and it is also happening at the government to government.